In this video, we are going to go over installing ESPHome on a device. This example will let you power on or off a home appliance from your phone. We will briefly go over the hardware and software and get you up and running in a few minutes without touching a line of code. First, let's make sure we can get the software going. I'm going to assume you have Python installed. If not, do that first. It's pretty well documented. Then come back here to continue. With Python installed, you are then going to want to go into your command line like here and enter pip install ESPHome. I have already done it, so this should just fly through. Now let's look at the hardware. For this project, we are going to use the smallest ESP. It's called an ESP-01. It has very limited I/O, but we only need one, so it is perfect. There are a couple of gotchas about this board. It is 3.3 volts only, no 5 volts here. It can also draw up to 400 milliamps. The max an Arduino can usually provide is around 50 milliamps via its regulator. You will need a proper power supply rather than trying to use an Arduino. But today we are using this relay module that the ESP plugs directly into. We can supply between 5 and 12 volts directly to it. It'll handle the rest. Programming is a bit different. Usually we program the controller via a dedicated USB plug, like on this bigger ESP32. But we only have the I/O pins on the board, so we need to use a jig. You can use a regular FTDI adapter if you want. This is just way easier. We need to short out these pins to put it into programming mode. Now we are all jigged up. Let's start programming. To program the device, we need to head back to the console and enter Python --m ESPHome wizard and just any name you want to use. I'm going to use ESP relay for now, and it with a .yaml. Then hit enter. This wizard will ask a few questions to get us up and running. For name, enter anything you want. The ESP-01 is based off the ESP-8266, so enter that for your microcontroller. Then we have to choose the particular type of ESP we have, and if we look among this list, we can see our ESP-01, so we just enter that. The next steps is entering your Wi-Fi credentials. That's pretty straightforward. We don't need to cover that. Finally, it asks for the OTA password for updating the firmware over the air or wireless updating. Enter one if you want. Once that is done, we are provided with a .ymal file. This provides a pretty basic config for us to write to the ESP. Let's have a look at it. Here it is. It's pretty basic, but what if I wanted to add more features? At the moment, it's just got our Wi-Fi details, a name, and fallback access point. Fortunately, there is a site which has some predefined YAML files we can use at devices.esphome.io. Scrolling through this, there is actually a lot more we can do, like signal strength or uptime. For now, we just want a web page to access the device, so we will go back to our YAML file and add that feature. I have just added the web server feature and the port I want it on. The other thing we need to add is a function the device provides, which is a relay. I just need to save that and write to the ESP-01. Back in the console, we issue another command. Python --m run and our file name. Making sure the ESP is connected to our PC, we hit enter. The firmware will be compiled before our eyes, and finally it will ask us at the end where we want to deploy it. We can see it has detected our ESP-01 and also offers over-the-air updating. If we had already flashed the firmware and our router supported MDNS, we could use that option. We will choose one for now, and the firmware will be flashed to the device. It says that it'll start logging output, but with the jig I have that isn't possible. We will just plug the device in and cross our fingers. Now we are all flashed up. Let's plug it in and see what happens. I already have the IP for this MAC address, so I just need to use that in my browser to see what the device can do. Sure enough, I can see the toggle switch here, and I can activate the relay. Hopefully the mic picks up the click. You could use this device to switch mains voltage. It says it can switch 10 amps at 250 volts. Personally, I wouldn't trust 2.5 kilowatts through a $3 relay. Lighter loads are probably safe. If you have made it this far, you should definitely subscribe. Thanks for watching.